Yeah, Judy, just this week, a meeting between the Chicago Jewish Alliance and DePaul staff to discuss the attack and safety precautions was canceled at the last minute. DePaul stating they have offered support and safety services to both Max Long and Michael Kaminsky, but the pair says that they are facing unsettling uncertainty as they work to continue their studies at the university. More than 3 months after a brutal attack by two masked men on the DePaul campus, Max Long is still dealing with the sickening side effects of a serious concussion.
It's a process with head injuries, but I have consistent headaches.
He just went for another MRI yesterday. His friend who intervened in that attack, Michael Kaminsky, dealing with his own damage, undergoing surgery this week for injuries to his wrist from the attack Chicago police call a hate crime.
One person tried to distract us from the front as somebody else tried to run up from the back. It was a terrible situation, but I had to undergo surgery.
The two blindsided by the men in broad daylight in November as they were advocating for peaceful dialogue about the war in Gaza. The Chicago Jewish Alliance set to meet with DePaul officials this week to discuss a pathway for the students' safety, but the meeting was abruptly canceled at the last minute.
We had put up a social media post on the day before the meeting was supposed to happen. They interpreted that social media post somehow as us not coming to the table in a collaborative way.
Long still attending class through Zoom only for fear of personal injury. The group behind enemy lines now banned from DePaul's campus, singling Long out by name, calling him a butcher, even issuing a wanted poster with his photograph after the attack and encouraging DePaul students to, quote, get expletive dangerous. Anonymous posters online calling for violence against him.
I don't want to be that story of the guy that survived, war in Gaza and comes back to just be stabbed in the back on his college campus.
DePaul in a statement says they've met with the students and offered support to them directly, increasing safety patrols on campus and offering 24/7 safety escorts, something available to all DePaul students. But Long and Kaminsky say more needs to be done to protect Jewish students on campus. Behind enemy lines still sets up a table on the public sidewalk near the attack site. Chicago police even making contact.
It's not about staying neutral at this point. It's about taking action and removing incitement and violence against students from your campus.
It almost feels like it's being swept under the rug.
In addition, DePaul says they have offered a meeting with the school president and provost to Long and Kaminsky, one that has yet to be scheduled. Behind enemy lines said they could not accommodate an on-camera interview today, but pointed us to a statement after they were banned from DePaul's campus that says in part, quote, this cowardly, clownish ban is a vain attempt to keep behind enemy lines from agitating the students at DePaul. No arrests have yet been made for this attack.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.